Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box, the number one podcast? No, streaming show in the universe. I am the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Jahan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute since we've been here. I'm excited to play a Cthulhu game. I've never played a Cthulhu game, and to be honest, I haven't had that much exposure to Cthulhu lore, but I did watch all of Stranger Things between last time I saw you guys and now, so I have like a 40% taste of kind of what we're getting into with the Kids on Bikes Cthulhu Adventure. I'm looking forward to it. We're making new friends. It's good to have Jonesy here. I'm always glad to make new friends in the community. Looking forward to see how this goes, Jahan. I've got so many ideas. I don't even know what to do. I've got so many vacuums of ideas. I don't know what to do. So I'm excited to pick your guys' brains. Let me pass it to you, Corbinian.
Hi, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer. And I have played a few Cthulhu type games like Call of Cthulhu, and as some players of mine would say, I put plenty of Corbinianisms in my games, which involve psionics or some other cosmic weirdness. So this is pretty much right up my alley. Kind of been itching at the teeth to see Green Ronin take a stab at it, so I'm glad to actually get to play it. So we'll see how terrible this all goes. And we know who to blame because the background matches.
Howdy, folks. Words, they work. Hi, everybody. My name is Jonesy, and I am been welcomed into this group to guest star, I guess, which is super exciting. I am the virtual tabletop product owner for Green Running Publishing and a freelancer for Green Running. So I'm super excited to play some Cthulhu because I normally am forever GM. So this is literally my first time on this side of the screen for Cthulhu, so it will be different for me. So excited about that. So that's me. So yeah.
Wow, I'm always happy when I can break the forever GM curse for a fellow GM because I am often a forever GM. Well, yeah, welcome to the stream, Jonesy. Glad to have you. Glad to hear you're excited. This is awesome. So this is session 0 of Cthulhu Awakens from Green Rona Publishing, as stated. If you are interested in Cthulhu Awakens and want to get any of the books or materials, feel free to head over to greenronanstore.com. Use code FreshOutTheBox at checkout to get a discount and help the channel at the same time. Part of the proceeds go straight to us. Me and Gary, these people don't get anything. Don't worry about it.
No, that's why we ask you to go support them and their streams and their creations and everything that they do.
Yeah. This is for us. And then, but yeah, so, but we're going to do our session 0 here. For those of you that are new to TTRPGs, maybe session 0s are where you sort of form your social contracts, discuss things that are acceptable and unacceptable at table. You talk about, length of game, talk about what you want out of the campaign. Players can voice things that they want to have happen in the game. What's up, Eric Jackson? Welcome back. Good to see you. We're coming back off of a long hiatus here. I took a break after having my first child. Yeah. He's adorable. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, so session 0s. We also make characters. We sort of try to tie them in together and begin our story so that we're ready for session 1. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. It's going to be slightly different from what I normally have because normally I let everything run completely from scratch, but this time I actually have a direction, a specific direction that I want to go with the game. We are going to be doing a sort of kids on bike style Cthulhu game taking place. Recently decided in the Northeast, in a coastal sort of town. What's up, Vampire? Thank you for 59 months of subscriptions, and welcome back to the stream. We got a hype train going already. That's a great way to start this
Hell
off.
yeah. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see our regs coming back. It's good to be back. But yeah, so that's how it's different. Normally, like, I'm really, like, asking people, like, what eras they want to do stuff, all kinds of things. But this one, I have a more of a vision in mind, probably because of Stranger Things and the recent finale. Maybe gave me a little bit of that taste of that kids on bikes thing. Gifted subs, always appreciated. Thank you, Eric Jackson. Excellent. This is cool. But yeah, so we'll start there. So this is taking place in a town in the Northeast in the 90s. Rough 90s, so probably about like 95. We're going to go mid 90s, but if there is an anachronism, like, hey, that didn't come out till 96, or, whatever, those went extinct in 94, bite me, but so
Hell yeah.
we're gonna loose 95, and it's gonna be in the Northeast, nondescript town. I'm gonna come up with the name at some point, but everyone knows names are impossible on the spot. Impossible. But yeah, and the three of you are going to be junior high age. Also vague. There's wiggle room within that. If you want to be on the younger side, you could be 6th grade. I was seeing you guys more 7th grade, heading to 8th grade kind of age. But if you want to be an older kid, that's fine. So, like, I'm giving you that. That's a playable area where you guys have agency there. As long as you're in junior high. You can't drive. That's a thing. No cars. no licenses of any kind. You don't have access to alcohol or cigarettes, or you're not supposed to buy fireworks without your mom, that kind of thing. You guys don't have agency. I mean, I'm sure someone will sell them to you. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, were you from the same '90s I was in?
Yeah, I bought fireworks, but I don't think they were supposed to sell them to us. I just think they were shady grifters. Uh,
Anyone who runs a fireworks stand is a shady grifter, bro. Come at me.
yeah, taking shots at fireworks stand operators.
There goes that sponsorship.
Brought to you by Wild Hog Firecrackers. That'd be the best sponsor. But anyways, how would we promote, I just have pyrotechnics in the background. But yeah.
You have the banners behind you.
That'd be so funny. So that's where we're starting. We're starting at a pretty solid area for this Cthulhu Awakens adventure. We're planning this to be about a 5-session run. Me and Gary talked about it. We used to do 10-session runs. We're trying 5s out, see how they go, so that we can rotate through more games to get more products out there, to explore more TTRPGs, because we're all about variety. And I mean, full transparency, we notice that our numbers actually get better when we're doing newer games more continually. Holy crap. 5, Jesus, Vamp. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vampire Bites, for 5 gifted subs. Thank you. We appreciate it. Hype Train, level 2 completed. Woo woo. Don't forget to jump on the train and get yourself your Hype Train emotes. And this is a great way to come back. It does my heart good. Thank you very much. I missed you too, is I guess the lesson here. But yeah, so that's where we're starting. We're starting there. The town is not going to be. It's not going to be It's not a big city. It's going to be a small town. Small town vibes, like Hocus Pocus style. About that size.
American, presumably.
American, yes.
Have to ask. Could be Mexican. I don't know. Could be Northeast Mexico.
It could be. That's true. Could be Northeast Canada, and you guys could just freeze to death. Yeah.
Now that you say that, there's a lot of places it could be Northeast, Corbanian. I'm really glad you asked for that.
Northeast Japan. We could be in Hokkaido.
Right. Yep, we sure could. Yeah,
it's true.
Northeast Egypt. It's spicy over there, bro.
I don't think anyone would ever survive a Japanese Cthulhu game. I don't think that's possible. I think you're
not supposed to, though.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. That's true. That's the other thing. Cthulhu is a gritty horror fest. You're not supposed to survive it. You guys aren't big heroes. Surviving is best case scenario, and sometimes it's the worst case scenario. So do with that what you will.
Just like real life.
But yeah, so I guess that's where we're starting. Some boilerplate stuff. Obviously, this channel takes a stance against racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia. We don't do any of that, so obviously it's not going to be a problem for any of you, I'm sure. But I say it not just for you, but also for the audience. If you're watching, don't bring that shit in here. Like, straight up fuck off. Like, we don't tolerate it. If anything that I say or anyone else says makes you uncomfortable, you can put up your hands, or you can message me privately, or you can just say, no, that's not okay. We can stop it. You can just say stop. We take that shit seriously. If there's anything that you can't handle, like corpses, dead kids, hangings, whatever, you can tell me now. You can tell me in private, whatever, and we can. It's masks and veils. So if it's a veil, we'll go past it. Otherwise, if you can't handle it at all, we won't focus on it. We'll just say something and move past. Um, sexual violence, that kind of thing. So we'll talk about those. If you have anything like that, let me know. But you don't have to let me know on stream.
As always, I've got the veil on autopsies. I don't like autopsies to be too graphic. Been there, done that, had my fun. But that's not to stop you guys from doing investigations. If it ever gets too graphic in the past, I'll just take my headphones off for a little bit. No big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone has anything that they want to say, feel free to voice that. But like I said, you can do it privately. Yeah. So, with that addressed, we move on to more fun stuff. So how you guys feeling? How you guys thinking? I hope you guys are excited about the setting and the setup so far. What kind of characters y'all thinking about here?
I'll
I
break the
had.
ice. Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Corbinian.
No.
I'll break the ice. I already told you guys before we got started. My wheels have been rolling. I can't pick anything. So I'm hoping you guys, whatever your ideas are, maybe they'll help me kind of figure out how I fit better. Maybe like a Dennis the Menace kind of character. The slingshot, shooting out windows, kind of kid who's up to no good in the neighborhood, but not necessarily on purpose. More just the parents aren't around, no one's around to discipline him, and he's having a ball, doing what kids do, potato cannon, stuff like that. That's the first idea. Second idea for me was like the rich, spoiled kid that is kind of hard to fucking like, but he would have the coolest toys, right? This is the kid who has the remote controlled car that you might need, or the super soakers or Nerf guns that could be outfitted to do whatever we need them to do. This is the one who, his parents would have access to whatever high end things we might need. But then we might have to deal with mommy and daddy, right? I think that could be a whole thing. And finally, the last character I was thinking was more like the space camp kid, the inventor kid, the science kid, the obsessed with aliens kid. The same way that the Stranger Things kids are very D&D centric and name monsters after D&D characters, I would think this character would, name them visitors and greys and aliens and things like that, and just think that, that would sort of be his coping mechanism. So those are my three that I'm kind of toying with the idea of. None of them are like really pulling me one direction versus the other.
I like them all. I like one of them more than the others, but I'll keep it to myself for now. Let's hear what the others have to say. You were going to say something, Corbinian.
My first blush high concept was like a minor chess prodigy, who is, you're at that age where you're old enough that you can actually start taking it seriously, and so she's starting to get into that world, even but she's only in like the small town aspect of it. So she's sometimes mistaken as especially smart, but she's just well read for her age. She just plays chess well for her age. But she's still just a little girl who is just trying to live life, and then gets pulled into this insanity and has to make some sort of sense out of something that wouldn't normally make sense, and try to apply some form of logic to the illogical.
I like it. What about you,
Yes.
Jonesy?
So I'm toying with a couple different ideas off and on. That's why I kept poking in Discord. What about this? What about this? What year are we in? So I my current thinking is my character is the delinquent. Is very much his parents were, his father was career military. They recently relocated, so he's the new kid in the neighborhood. Parents work way too much, so him and his older brother, come and go pretty much by themselves. Too much Nine Inch Nails and Slayer, Metallica, Headbangers Ball, 80s era, 90s era, MTV kind of kid.
I like it. for
I
sure.
like that. Yeah.
Well, that's super easy. That takes one of mine off the table pretty easy. Fuck yeah, man. I love that. You can have that character archetype.
Definitely. I liked it. Troublemaker, metalhead, little kid. And I mean that plays well into the Cthulhu thing because heavy metal is laced with occult references, all kinds of shit.
Mhm.
Pretty tight into the world as well.
All right. I already see a way that we fit together.
Yeah.
I'll go science camp, alien conspiracy theorist kid who makes gadgets that may or may not work. Tinfoil hat kid, if you will. And Tinfoil Hat Kid is also AP Kid, right? So Tinfoil Hat Kid would be friends with Corbinian's character. They're both in the same classes, at least. So maybe acquaintances would be a better word, but I think they would get along. And Jonesy, being the new kid, is put into our science project group. We, the three of us, have to work on a science project together. So that'll put the two AP kids with the new bad boy investigating or creating or doing something.
Yeah, that works. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a good way for you guys to meet. You guys had to do a science project together.
Unless you guys have other ideas too, I'm always open for interpretation. My wheels are just rolling, that's all.
Yeah. Group projects are always the bane of existence, but also how you get random kids together. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There is also. So I meant to mention this earlier. I am planning on there being a central location for things to go down. There's a game shop. Like an old school, back in the 90s, they were big card shop, hobby shop kind of place, doing lock-ins, sleepovers, that kind of stuff. So I was going to have that be sort of a place that the kids would hang out. And, if you want to do the science project things, that still works because, like, you're like, hey, science project friends, I know this cool place, whatever, but just so you know, that's rolling in the back. That's something that I had planned for some plot points and stuff.
You can throw
Probably,
a 2-bit. Oh, go ahead.
probably going to be the actual opening event stuff going to happen there.
Was gonna say the light connection I probably have with my character would probably be, especially with a chess head like that. Some of that, if it's mid '90s, we're talking early induction of the board game explosion.
Yeah.
Not quite the full Euro boom, but it's starting to get there. So she might be like, "Well, I like chess." Like, well, this is sort of like chess, but different. It's like, oh, I get to play something else that's kind of gamey or kind of neat. It's like, oh, you're a girl, you don't know how to play these games. Like, actually, I have a pretty good brain for games. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I can.
welcome to Talisman. You got a few hours
yeah.
or days.
Talisman. Hell
I
yeah.
Don't worry,
can
it only comes out with the
still-
base game. It'll never need improvements ever.
I still remember how stunned I was in the 90s the first time I saw painted Tyranid models. The black and orange tiger striped Tyranids, bro. They like shit shivers down my spine. Oh my god, my character loves that word in an old nerd store. Can we make it a / comic book store? So you got the
Yeah.
models, the board games, the
Yeah,
comics,
yeah.
and then the small LAN room in the back where you can play Counter-Strike 1.2.
Yeah, they have video games. They have the whole kazoo. Yeah, it's a hobbled together. It's not one of those like, it's not set up like a chain kind of place. Like it's set up like a this guy bought stuff kids like, so they'd come in and spend money, and so it's just got junk.
Do I know the place? Do I know the place that's inspiring your vision?
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought. Yeah,
yeah,
I thought I- yeah. Jahan and I lived in like opposite sides of the same town growing up. We didn't really know each other, but we both had the same dump hobby shop that we would go to, so we know the place. Where like most of the seats are like duct taped together and mass taped together. This is not some $1 billion operation. This is just this is a guy and his friend, and they're barely making it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was going to be like a central location. I had some plans for, But yeah, so it sounds like we have some characters here going down. At any point, I'm not gonna like just ask for them now, but at any point during this or later, give me some names so that I can write down your names so that I have them. But obviously, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we have the starting point for your character creation. Jonesy, I'm sure, is super familiar with making characters in this system. Um,
A little bit.
so probably won't need
From
a
the
lot
wrong
of
side of it.
probably won't need a lot of help here. But for the audience and for the newbies, you've both played Age as well.
Mhm.
So this is still going to be that with a Cthulhu flavor. Um, but we'll start walking through some of this. Oh, what was that?
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, and then I corrected myself in my own head. It's like this is because most of my age is the fantasy dragon stuff, but then I remembered, oh wait, we did Expanse, so that's
We did
pulling
Expanse.
more into that other edge of age where it's like it's a different, it's still age, but it's still its own ecosystem.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Gary's done Expanse, Age, Fantasy Age, and Modern Age. So
Everything except for Blue Rose, but that's
Oh,
not
I
for
did
any
Blue Rose. I
reason.
forgot about that.
You got Blue Rose? Hell yeah. We just haven't got around to it yet.
I can fix that. Sorry.
I would love that because honestly, the genre romance always scared me away because I'm dumb and I don't understand what that means.
it
Blue-
means
Blue
we
Rose
all
is-
have to kiss.
Only if you're lucky. Blue Rose is actually how I got my start with Green Lantern. I
Okay.
Oh hell
started
yeah!
writing for Blue Rose.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I love that.
Very, very cool. Character creation in 9 steps. I put it in quotes because it's more than 9 steps, but they say 9 steps. Concept, we got our concepts, but then we move on to abilities. We're going to determine your character's core physical and mental abilities. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and give the concept for anybody that might be watching a TTRPG for the first time. Concepts are your base character concepts, your archetype, jock, nerd, magician, troublemaker, whatever. It's just a broad idea to build around, a wireframe for your character to come to life around. But yeah, so anyways, we'll move on to abilities. Determine your character's core physicals. So, in Age, Cthulhu Awakens characters are defined by 9 abilities. They're scored on a numeric scale from -2, which is really bad, to 4. Or higher, but that's like you'd be like a Spider-Man. Accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, and willpower. So determining the ability, each ability starts at 0 and can stay at 0 if you don't feel like increasing it. You get 12 advancements to increase them. Each advancement increases an ability by 1, but no ability can be increased to greater than 3 at this stage. You must spend all 12. You may reduce one ability to -1 or 2 in exchange for the respective points, if you wish to. So start mulling that over. You got 12 points to play around with, potentially 14 if you want to have a real bad stat. I mean, maybe your accuracy, maybe you're a 4 eyes and you can't accuracy for donkey doo doo, but you're real smart, so you make up for it. I mean, I could see one of you. I could see the chess person having a -2 fighting. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, she's not exactly a fighter.
it's
I
not.
immediately
many
took
fights.
a -1 to fighting. There's no way this little alien kid is good at fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility here. Let's see. I heard a thing. Is there a chat thing going on?
No, it's just me keeping track of my numbers.
Oh,
I
that's
had 12
in...
points, and then I took a minus, and I put it up to 13. Yeah, that's me over on Roll20 keeping track of my numbers. Don't worry about me. I just don't have paper in here.
No, I had the noise going, and I was like, "What is that noise?" I didn't turn it
Just me.
because I made a new Roll20. It's not silenced, so that's funny.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So accuracy will be for any of the range combat-y stuff, bows, slingshots, that kind of stuff. Or fighting would be like, your baseball bats, your, that kind of thing. At least for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you could find a gun.
And willpower might be something, just as a point out to the team. Willpower might be really useful since that's used for alienation tests in Cthulhu. Which is what happens when you read the evil books or see the evil creatures or do the strange things. So,
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Jonesy. I know that sounded like it fell on silence, but when you said that, I immediately put 2 into willpower. Thank you.
no worries. Yeah, it's. I just wanted to call it out since it's useful in a lot of games, but it's a little bit more useful in Cthulhu than it is in some of the others.
Yeah, the minute you hear cosmic horror and someone goes, "I don't think willpower is a big deal," it's like, you haven't played Cthulhu games, have you?
Willpower is an important one.
Alienation works a little bit different than some of the other systems for other Cthulhu games, but it's not the same, but similar.
It's one of the things that
Yeah,
interests me
yeah,
about
yeah.
this a lot is they're doing some very different stuff.
Just to follow up, how's the highest a number can be right now?
3.
3. Thank you, everybody.
Also, Jahan, you'll want to adjust your gain there.
For my clicky clacky.
Yeah, your sound. You're a little low on the stream. You're low on the stream.
Oh, I'm like quiet.
Quiet, yeah. Hard for me to criticize, though. I was on a stream once, and I did not record anything the player said. I just recorded me. So no music, no background, none of the voices. So I just had 3 hours recorded of me talking and being dead silent for like 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I'm like, well, I have something.
The growing pains of streaming, man. Yeah, we've done crap like that before too, and not just one time. So yeah, the growing pains of streaming are real.
2 weeks ago. I can't say that. That was 2 weeks ago. I don't get that excuse. I've been doing this for years.
Sorry, Eric. I've been focused on some other technical issues. I think that's better, right? I had the wrong microphone going. It was this one instead of this one. So
I will check. Because you were good on Discord. That's what threw me. I wasn't until I saw it. I was like,
because Discord is getting this one. So it's funny. My name's Jahan, and I'm very handsome. Look at me go. Habba dabba da. Yeah, so that's what you guys are doing now. Once you do those,
there we go. It's better now. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I suck. But yeah, so ability focuses are after that. Once you determine all your abilities, an ability focus or just focus is an area of expertise within the broader ability. So you're going to pick some. When you have the focus for an ability, you add its bonus, typically a +2, to the base ability when rolling tests. In addition, having a focus may mean you have some form of special knowledge required to perform a task in the first place. For instance, if you have the dexterity piloting aircraft focus, you know how to take off and land a plane. Available focuses. You gain focuses through your background, your professions, as influenced by the period of play, so you will choose them during those steps. So you're not going to get them just yet.
All right. Just be aware that's where it is.
Just be aware that's where it is. Next step will be backgrounds. Okay, we're going to go into those. don't pick sea captain because that's not what you are.
Ah, damn! I thought I told you my character was going to be a sea captain and into aliens.
That could be a thing. Backgrounds, yeah. Character had a life and experience prior to the start of your story, but you're all children, so not much of one. But hey, there it is. Your character's background provides the following benefits: a starting resource score, determined by your social class, external or personal bond points, determined by your social class, a +1 to an ability score, a choice of one of 2 ability focuses, a choice of one of 2 talents, which are kind of like feats in like D&D, sort of. They're both more and less powerful. I don't know. They're interesting. I like talents a lot. A roll on a benefits table for the background provides the character 1 additional benefit. So, yeah, social class. You can roll, but you guys have character concepts in mind.
I'm gonna roll, but not take like outcast. But I'll be pretty. I'll just boost myself up 1 social class if I get the lowest.
Because I almost think the background is more what kind of family we're from. It's probably the way to look at it. It's like we as children are just children, but it's like, yeah, but our parents or our home life is a certain strata.
That is fair. Yeah.
Oh, good golly. Good golly, Miss Molly.
I was about to say good golly, Miss Molly. Damn. Should have said it. You would have owed me a code.
Of course, I literally rolled outsider. I literally rolled the one thing that's the lowest. Yeah.
So you're a lower class?
Yeah, let's go lower class. And then I'll just keep that 1 from my roll in lower class.
So you have a resources
City.
of 2. Bonds, you have 1 personal bond. And then you said you're going to keep the 1 for the lower class, so you're a city dweller.
Yep.
Yep. You come from a city dwelling lower class family.
Oh, he rolled Outcast, yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't want to take outcast because it didn't really. That's the one that didn't work for a character concept.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bumped that one. I didn't want to be from the woods.
Yeah, and the way to set up that is if you get like, you can always, if you're going by the rolling, you can always go down 1 level, like by default. Like I want to be this person who's like, let's see, a good example, an urbanite, which is middle class. Well, you can also do an urbanite that's lower class if you wanted to flex it a little bit by default. Yeah, as a default rule. Obviously, GM can always house rule whatever they want, but
that's fair. I mean, I would allow that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're an outsider, you'd be like 11 or something, which is fine. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I will do that. I will take that. If you guys have a little tweak in mind, I will do this. I would love to let you guys GM tweak this.
Sure, you want to be an outsider?
Yeah, man. I'll keep outsider. Being 11 doesn't not work for my character concept. I don't have to play him like he's completely useless.
No. Roll your other d6 then, and you can figure out your type.
Heck yeah, boys! 3. There's my 3 Z's on
You're
this one.
You're a displaced outsider.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that works great actually for your character concept. Maybe you're in witness protection. Your family's in witness protection. That could work.
This works so much better for Jonesy's background.
It works well for his, but you're the paranoid one, so that's really funny.
I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna have fun with this.
So Jones's character's actually from a from a super wealthy family, but like super screw you, mom and dad.
What's up, Lord Jesus
and your stupid
Christ?
Lexus.
I learned it from you, Dad. Learned it from you. Oh. No, actually, I'm just gonna go with military because he was military, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Play what you know, right?
Mm-hmm. That's where my brain's at.
So did y'all roll, or are y'all choosing?
I'm just picking.
I'm just gonna pick.
Nothing wrong
with
it?
A middle urbanite.
Middle urbanite. Okay. Okay.
I know that life.
So, Gary, you get 0 resources, 2 points of personal bonds.
You got to make friends.
Yep, you got friends. Middle class, you get 4 and 0 points of bonds.
I don't have friends. Middle class don't get no friends.
And then Jonesy gets what Jonesy gets. Room needs heals. I heal you.
Yep.
Room.
Yeah. So I grabbed military. Military comes in as lower.
Oh, military.
Lower class. Comes in as lower class. So
Lower class, 2 resource, 1 personal bond. Works. And then we go to the other fun stuff to find all the rest of it. So you're displaced, Gary. That's the first one to come up. You get +1 to your willpower. Good. That's a good one. Your focuses, you get to choose.
Can that bump my number over 3?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, it just did.
Oh, so you have a 4. That's a good high stat to
do.
have.
I do.
It's a good high stat to have. Displaced. You get focus. You can either choose communication bargaining or dexterity stealth. Both very good choices for your character concept. And then talent, you can choose from living on the fringe or scouting. And if I recall these correctly from like a year ago, they're both pretty cool. So check those out. But before you do those, let's go ahead and do the roll for you. So roll 2d6.
It's 2 5s for a total of 10 if you need a total, or 5 and 5 if you need them single.
You get the focus, willpower, courage.
Nice.
Which willpower, courage. Wow, that totally. Yeah, that works.
So, and on the sheet, there's a little focus tab on the Roll20 sheet, which is where you can add those focuses.
Oh, that's handy. That's good.
It's kind of hidden a little bit, so. But
Very good. That's cool. Your character worked out. But yeah, so go ahead and choose your other focuses and your talents at your leisure there. We'll move on to the others. You're an urbanite, Corbinian?
That's right.
I think we'll get to... Oh, there's urbanite. Urbanite. Okay.
How many other focuses do I get to pick up? Just
1. So it's
one
either
other.
going to be communication bargaining or...
Oh, okay. It's just one of those.
dexterity
Okay.
stealth. Yeah, you choose
I
one of
wrote
those
that
two.
out. Okay, cool. There's not any free pickup.
There might be some later.
Okay.
But from this...
Just making
that's-
sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Thank you.
No problem. Urbanite, you get +1 to communication.
Hooray.
Huzzah. And then focuses, you get to choose from either communication etiquette or intelligence current affairs. Interesting, actually. It's actually really interesting. And then talent, you could choose affluent or contacts. Also both very cool. And then go ahead and roll your 2d20s, or 2d6, sorry.
2d20, got it. There you go.
I've played 2d20 systems. I don't know. I've also been playing a lot of D&D lately. It's
Yes, traitor. No. 4 and 1, or total of 5.
you get +2 to your resources, so
Resources.
your family makes money.
I actually thought about taking the talent affluent. I was like, nah, I don't want the +2 to my resources. I don't need extra money. Oh, I'm getting the +2 anyway. Okay, fine.
Sounds like you're probably gonna take contacts then.
Yeah, I'll play against type and take contacts. I never take that in other Age games.
That's fair. It is pretty up your alley. It's funny. And then I think I went past military. There it is. All right, military. I'm sure you already looked at it, but for the audience, +1 to fighting. Then your focuses choices are accuracy, long arms, or intelligence tactics. Talent, you get to choose 1 fighting style or observation. And then if you haven't already, roll your 2d6. Let me know what you got.
I got a 3.
Yeah, you got accuracy pistols. So if you ever get your hand on a gun, you're gonna blast something.
But I think this could also be super soakers and Nerf guns
Super
and pellet
circles and Nerf
guns.
guns, pellet guns.
Pretty
could
much
work, yeah.
anything that's gun shaped, I would think, for a kid.
Yeah, you can shoot like a
Pistol
paint pistol, airsoft gun. Yeah, that could work.
I can picture him being a paintballer.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you could have a paintball gun for sure. But yeah, and then choose your other things, and then boom, we're done with backgrounds. Backgrounds are cool. I like how they do backgrounds in Age. Every time I revisit Age, I'm always pleased with how they do some stuff.
Because they're general enough they're specific enough to be useful, but general enough that you can kind of fit them into whatever you're trying to go for.
Yeah, they really do. Because, like, I thought that it was going to be, like, there's going to be more flexing when it came to the fact that you're playing children, but really, these things work. It doesn't feel like it's that far off.
And the cool thing is, that, because there are so pretty, loose, you can actually just, homebrew stuff too if you want something for a very specific type of pirate adventure or a specific type of whatever.
Yeah, the homebrew on this isn't too difficult because there's so many broad things that they do here.
Profession's going to be the quirky bit.
I grew up rural. I had a 22 when I was in junior high. That's crazy, Eric Jackson, but that's rural life, I guess.
I knew people who had small arms. Yeah,
I mean, I live in Texas. I knew people. Let's see. Profession. You kids got to get some jobs. This could probably reflect what your parents do for a living, or maybe something like that. Let's see how this goes. Your profession describes character's vocation, training. You know what jobs are. So you can do instant professions, where you're gonna roll 2d6 and find out what happens.
I'm gonna random roll for mine because I am very. I don't have I don't have a heart. I don't know where I heard this from some other game, but I remember some writer saying that if you have a specific idea, pick the specific idea. If you are lost, just roll. That's what rolling tables for. Mark Miller. That's what I was thinking of. That's the guy who loves tables to death, but he's like, look, if you have an idea, just pick it. Like, I don't care. The tables are for speed.
I agree too. I agree with that. That's good advice.
Yeah. And if there's something specific you want, I mean, the instant professions are designed to be, easy to drop in, but you can always custom craft something too.
And also, if you roll something you hate, by all means,
Yeah.
What you get?
So 2 and 2, so that is cleric. So my family are preachers.
No, 2 and 2 is merchant.
Is it 2 and 2?
2 and
1,
1
2,
is
3,
cleric.
1, 4, 5, 6 is column 2.
Oh, you're right. You are right. Cleric. Interesting. So your family.
You could also be a religious kid. You know, you don't have to make it your job, but you could use it as an influence.
You be the pastor's kid or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, like the family are churchy people, and I'm just like, oh, I'm the preacher's daughter. So
maybe you'd be Mormons. I don't know, something weird.
No.
Yeah. By all means, you can be the preacher's daughter. So what you get from that, you get focuses of you can choose. Oh, you get 3. You get to choose from 3. Communication leadership, or intelligence theology, or intelligence occultism for a certain mystical sects.
I could be part of a creepy cult. I could be part of a cult.
Yeah, your family could be like Jonestown.
You already said no to the Mormons.
Did your family relocate from Innsmouth? I'm just asking. You know, for a friend.
Oh,
We didn't like the fish there. Like it was just, I don't know. It just put us off. We're not
It's
sure.
made out of people.
Actually, we'll take occultism. That's hilarious.
Talent is bookworm or contacts.
Bookworm, obviously.
And then improvement, you get +2 bonds.
Oh, hooray! I have friends now. Hooray!
You have friends now. I have friends. I definitely have friends. Friends. All right.
They're not locked in the basement. Friends.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
So 4 is column 2. 5 is scholar. So your family, you come from a family, maybe a professor or something.
No, I mean that works great for me because I was already going to be a absolute nerd about like space or aliens or whatever. So that works. Yeah, it's right up perfect for character.
So focuses, you could choose either intelligence, any knowledge focus, or intelligence research. So you can choose any knowledge, specifically knowledge. So like a,
I want like forbidden lore. I want some of the stuff I know about aliens and stuff to be right, but a lot of it to be conspiracy theories. But I want to have some knowledge of forbidden lore.
like occultism.
Yeah, does that work?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Bane just picked up. Yeah,
You took occultism already? I don't want to double up then.
you can double up.
Maybe I'll take research.
Two people having occultism. I mean, you guys can double up on challenges and stuff.
Maybe I'll take research. That way it's similar but different.
Same but different. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take research because you can kind of apply that to different things, right? You can research anything; it just
You can
takes a
research
while.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll be frequent at the library
good at
then.
the act of researching. And then talent, you can choose either bookworm or membership. And then your improvement +2 resources, which could help you out because you are a poor person. Sounds so mean. Jonesy, are you picking or rolling?
I was gonna pick.
Okay.
Actually. I am looking at immigrant because I was thinking I can reskin it as military kid because we grew up on different bases and different places across the U.S. and Europe.
Yeah.
And so that kind of basically it's kind of reskins that and makes it
Reskinning migrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because you move from place
Isn't
to
that
place.
illegal in most states?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that to them. It's mean. Yeah, so you constitution, stamina, or strength steering? Oh, is that like... Is that like steering like a big ship or steering like cows?
Yeah.
Steering like a big ship? Okay. Cool. So you can choose one of those two focuses, and then talent, expertise, or living on the fringe. And then improvement, you get +5 health. So that's cool. The troublemaker, yeah, you're a big tough troublemaker kid. That's tight. I like that. After professions, moving right along. This is going well. I like it. Drive. We're gonna do drive. These do matter. So, the following dozen drives are enough to get you started. Players wanting to create their own can do so with my permission, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't care. The guidelines provided previously and with drives as examples. The key thing to remember with drives is it encourages characters to act. Avoid drives that encourage characters to do nothing or sit on the sidelines. So here are the example ones, but feel free to pick from these. These are good ones. There's nothing wrong with picking these, but you got Achiever. So here's example one. I'll let you guys look at them, but I'll just read this one off. You want to accomplish things for which you'll be recognized. Some achievers want success, fame, and accolades, while others are looking to leave a memorable legacy. Your quality is ambition, knowing what you want and going after it. Your downfall is obsession, becoming too focused on your goals. and unable to see anything or anyone else. Advancement, you get expertise or willpower, self-discipline, focus, and then improvement, you would get resources or bonds. So they're all going to be like that. They're all going to give you advancements and improvements. They're all going to give you a quality and a downfall, which will play into the psychological games of this system. So yeah, there's achiever, there's builder, caregiver, ecstatic, judge, leader, networker, penitent, protector, rebel, survivor, visionary. Those are the pre-made choices. Feel free to mull them over, take a look. Let me know what you're sniffing at.
I'm looking at Rebel.
I figured.
No kidding.
Once I saw Rebel, I was like, well, there's Jonesy. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes the character makes itself after what's the high. That's where high concept really helps inform your choices. Sometimes for those out there, it's
I love
like,
it. Once characters start playing themselves and making themselves, that's when I enjoy. Once I'm like, there it is, my character did this. I already know. That's when I'm starting to have fun. Authority needs to be questioned. You may think all forms of authority are inherently oppressive and need to be brought down, or just that healthy institutions require periodic house cleaning or purging fires. Your quality is innovation, the ability to look at things from angles no one else has considered, and to do things your own way. Your downfall is defiance, a dislike of conformity, conventionality, and doing what you're told. Advancement, +1 willpower or expertise. Improvement, +2 bonds or +2 resources. So, it's a good one. What are the two of you mulling over?
I'm bouncing between visionary and achiever. Because achiever,
this is also a rollable one if you're having trouble. But yes, visionary and achiever. Achiever's good. Visionary, visionary, yeah. Faith and zealotry. Oh god. That can be interesting. Yeah.
like I'm actually, you know what? I think I'll go because I'll encourage her to go adventure. Because achiever means that she would almost never get away from the damn chessboard, and you'd have to really rip her away. With visionary, she might go off. She may attribute mystical meaning to chess that isn't. Well, rational people, chess is just a game. In Cthulhu world, maybe it means something.
Chess is not just a game. Bam.
Chess world's weird enough. Don't give them mysticism as well. They don't need that. They're weird
4D
enough.
chess.
5D chess.
What do you mean
is a game.
they're weird enough? I like chess. I love chess. Yeah, so you have a vision to share with the world. Whether the world wants it or not. The vision might be your unique artistic expression. I don't think that's it. Of personal philosophy or religious or spiritual gnosis. But you're driven to share it regardless of the risk. Your quality is faith in your vision and its ability to reach the right people, given the opportunity. Your downfall is zealotry, where your vision becomes confused with absolute and unwavering truth, which might lead you to offer it where it is unwelcome, or to try and eliminate other visions you see as false or opposing. Talent, +1 perception or dreamer. Improvements, +2 bonds or resources.
Let's make more bonds. I know we're people in the chess club. Don't worry, we all just played chess. We take it very seriously. Don't worry about us. Here's your fancy robe. You must wear it while playing.
I thought that was theater kids, but you know.
Right. I like Survivor. No, not the show, dickhead. The background.
Could be both. It could be both.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about the show.
the
and I was like, what the
drive.
fuck
No,
are you
dude,
talking
no.
about?
The drive. No, it does take place in the 90s, so that's fair. Yeah, no, my character's super into Survivor. I don't know if I mentioned that. The Drive Survivor.
Oh, God, that got me good. All right.
I could tell after the stunned silence. I was like, "Oh Lord, something didn't translate here."
Life is hard, but you're gonna make it no matter what. You may have already had to struggle to survive early in life, or you're preparing for the struggle you know is coming, whether anyone believes it or not. That's fair. Your quality is preparedness. You survive by being ready for anything and knowing what to do in any situation. Your downfall is cynicism. You are always anticipating and preparing for the worst, making it difficult for you to see the good in anything. It's a good one. Is that the one you want? Geoff the Computer Geek.
Yeah,
Occult
that's the one I
Watch,
like.
the great Kelly LeBrock.
That's the one I like. I'm gonna take the +2 resources and Perception Survival.
Perception Survival, +2 resources. Excellent. Alrighty. That is Drive. 6 is Resources and Equipment.
Oh, Jonesy's Drive?
Rebel.
Rebel.
Oh, duh.
With a cause. No, I'm just kidding. So
Has the red coat, the hair. This is 90s. We know.
don't. In order to buy stuff, you do resource tests. But resources and equipment. Your social class provides a base resource score, which is further modified by your profession and drive. Your resources represent a composite of income, credit, assets, and cash on hand. The resource score serves as a basis for resource tests used to purchase goods and services. It's a simple test to determine whether you can acquire a good or service. Starting characters can have a resource score ranging from 0 to 10. Since resources is an abstract concept, it's sometimes difficult to determine exactly how material well off a character is. To get a general sense, check the resource score table below. Alright, what do you guys' scores? Gary's got a 4.
Yeah, mine actually ended up being a 4, which
That's
is pretty good
middling. It's
because
called
it started at it started really low. It started at a 0, and then I got a +2 and a +2. So
You're not struggling.
Yeah, some-
You're middling.
No.
That's good. What about you, Binion?
6?
6, you're affluent. Jonesy.
I believe it's 4. I'm double checking right now.
If it's 4, you are also middling, which is good. If your current resource score +4 is equal to or greater than an item's cost, you don't need to make a resource test. You automatically succeed. The cost of an item is negligible for you. If you have resources +5, for example, you can purchase this item with a routine or easy cost test without a test. So the GM may set reasonable limits on this if something's crazy. You don't have infinite low-income items. Depleting resources. Anytime you purchase something with a cost greater than your current resource score, +10, your resource score decreases by 1. But yeah, you try again, blah, blah, blah. These are just rules on how that works. Equipment, here we go. So characters start out with certain basic equipment and possessions as follows. You have ordinary clothing, essential tools or items for your profession, if any. So whatever your starting profession is, you have the basics there. Which means you might have access to a firearm already, Jonesy. I doubt you walk around with it, but there's probably one in your house somewhere that you know how to get to. Yeah, one of each weapon. The character has an associated focus or talent for using. If the weapon is ranged, this includes enough ammunition to reload it 4 times. A home vehicle and daily necessities that fit that character's resource rating and personal history. Yeah. So that's what you guys have to start. Beyond these basics, you may purchase equipment according to costs laid out in Chapter 6. So you can buy further starting equipment if you so choose. And then step 7. So health, defense, toughness, and speed. Calculate your character's health, defense, and toughness scores based on abilities and modifiers from professions and talents. Health. Measure how much damage your character can sustain. It's going to be 15 plus your constitution, plus any profession improvements, if any, plus any drive improvements, if any. Which I believe the only person that had that was Jonesy. So for you other two, it's only going to be 15 plus con. And then
I'm at 16.
It never goes up.
for Jonesy, it's going to be 15 plus con plus 5, I believe.
Good golly.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good golly, Miss Molly. Defense is 10 plus dexterity. Pretty simple. Toughness. Characters have a toughness score equal to their constitution score. It reduces damage caused by certain attacks and hazards. In Cthulhu Awakens, toughness reduces stun damage, which is the type produced by fists and other less lethal sources, and impact wound damage from knives and similar threats, but not ballistic or penetrating wound damage. Yes, Gary.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can toughness be less than 0?
I don't think so. Because
good.
Because you're not going to take increased damage, I don't think.
Yeah, I was just mostly making sure I didn't have like damage, the opposite of
Vulnerability or
resistance.
something?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
I don't think so.
I could totally see a house rule where you would make that a thing, though. Where it's like, welcome to Cthulhu. We're going super gritty. You
Yep.
have negative con, get wrecked.
I'm doing gritty. I'm not doing super gritty. I don't want to watch you children explode in the first session or two, so, you know.
We've seen
Speed-
enough dead kids for one lifetime, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. And I'm Iranian, so, you know. But yeah, so speed is 10 plus dexterity. That's easy. Easy peasy. And that's it. So, easy. That took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. Bonds. We've been talking about bonds. You guys have been adding numbers to that. What's that? What's going on there? Bonds represent characters' special ties to other characters, ideals, obsessions, and more. Each bond has a description and a point value. These points can be converted into stunt points in special circumstances, which can aid or harm you, depending on the type of bond and situation. During character creation, your social class, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so external bonds. External bonds represent a largely involuntary influence on your character. They may be used to generate stunt points for stunts that put your character at a disadvantage. Though in rare situations, the Game Master may use them to benefit your character instead. I control your external bonds. At character creation, upper class characters acquire external bonds, representing vicious underbelly of their social position. I don't think any of you have external bonds, do you? No.
Nope.
Terror
Not this
bonds
early on, no.
are especially external, are special external bonds produced by alienation. That's kind of cool. All right, so we'll move right on to personal bonds. Personal bonds are largely beneficial and represent your character's attitude towards particular people, beliefs, or social and psychological situations. When a situation that matches your personal bond's description manifests, you decide whether or not to use bond points as stunt points to enhance your character's successes. A subtype of personal bonds is an enlightenment bond acquired as the character grows. So more on that later, probably much later during gameplay. Bond descriptions. Beyond its point value, each bond has a description that determines its nature. The description is a single sentence, maybe two, for the most complex bonds, describing what the bond means to your character, the general varieties of bonds, and some sample descriptions that fit specific cases. Enlightenment bond, personal. Ideology bond, Your bond represents a belief system in which you're strongly committed. This could be a religion, a political theory, or some code of honor. The description indicates what ideology is and what it means to you. So examples include ideology personal, I am a soldier for Christ, and the Lord guides my hand against unbelieving evildoers. How terrifying. And then there's material. So Comrade Rifle has never let me down, and I'll never let her down. Okay. Okay. So those are, and then relationship can be external or personal. So that would be, before I destroy Dr. West, I want to ruin everything he cares about. Stuff like that. So you kind of get the idea. I'm not sure how many points y'all have.
I have 4.
You have 4.
I have to think of 4 things I'm attached.
Well, you can assign multiple points
To one bond.
to one
Yep.
bond or 2 bond. Yeah, so you can do 2 to 2.
Okay.
Because that's how many you have to spend when that situation comes up.
Right.
And those
So I have
those
my-
points regenerate, Jonesy, or how's that?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, get them for a session, and then so if you use them in a session, then they're spent for the session. But yes.
Okay, so they come back every session. That's pretty good.
Or every depending on like if it's one session, but there's been like it's a time jump and it's a week later, kind of thing. But you can't use them as you can't if you use them in a scene, they're pretty much gone at that point.
Cool. That makes sense.
But they basically act as floating stunt points. So whenever you roll doubles in this game, you can generate stunt points. So with the bonds, you can actually go. Normally, stunt points would be 1 to 6, but with bonds, you can actually get 7 or 8 or 9 or more because you have these bond points that can go towards them as well.
That could be dope.
Yep. So as an example, I'm looking at putting 2 points into No Man Left Behind. I basically grew up as a drill sergeant for a father. So once I consider you're part of my crew or group or whoever, my character's gonna go out of his way to make sure that you're never left in a place of danger. You never, basically, if someone's picking on you or whatever, I'm gonna step up and do something like that.
Hell yeah, I like that bond. That's a good bond.
I've done a couple of these before, so I'm just I'm cheating, so yeah.
Having experience is cheating. And then y'all can take your time with those, mull them over. How many points you got, Gary? 2? So you got 2.
Yeah, only 2. Yeah, mine should be pretty easy.
Binion, she's got 4. Jonesy, how many do you have?
I got 3.
3. Okay, cool. 2, 3, 4. Interesting. So y'all mull those over, do whatever you will with them. After that, it's a thing I asked you for at the top of the hour, name, description, but also whenever. You know what I mean? You just get them to me before the first session is all I ask.
Zachary.
You're going to be a Zachary.
Because Zach Morris is trash. Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't talk about my crush like that.
Zachary.
Well, I could like the other ones, but no, I had to like him, didn't I? I got mine though. Annette Marindale.
Annette Marindale. I like it. Annette Marindale, Zachary, and Gary. Whatever Gary's name ends up being. But once again...
It's funny because I had one written down this entire time and literally deleted it maybe 2 minutes ago. I didn't like it anymore. It was Benjamin Spitzkowitz, but I didn't like it. So I changed it to Adam Ferguson.
Which one you doing?
Adam Ferguson, yeah,
Okay.
not Benjamin Spitzkowitz, but that was a pretty,
Spitzkowitz.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was a pretty good name. Maybe we use that one on something else though.
You know, I appreciate it. Spitzkowitz, get the fuck out of here. That's funny.
I wanted the kid to look like a Spitzkowitz too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So.
And everyone calls him Spitz. Man, I should have fucking done it.
Still counts.
It's not true.
All right, we're gonna do it. He's gonna be Benjamin Spitzkowitz.
Oh my God.
Go for it.
Ben. Alright. Alright, man. Benjamin Spitzkowitz it is. Everyone calls him Spitz. Jesus Christ. That's pretty good. I like it. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Alright. Character creation. Done. Out of the way. I'm sure y'all have some shopkeeping or to tidy up with, some final stuff. We do have time to discuss more about the game before we sign off for the evening. I do like to ask some questions. I can't make any promises about everything making it in, but I do like to ask if there's anything specific that people are interested in seeing, have happen. Bank robberies, scuba diving, skydiving, snipers alleys, you know, alien spaceships crashing into sewers and triggering the apocalypse, you know, whatever. Like, if you have something you're interested in experiencing or having happen, not necessarily an event or something, maybe just like a mechanic or just something that tickles your pickle, just let me know. I can kind of try to accommodate. I usually do pretty good about it. I remember Gary saying that
Kid-centric stuff like tree houses and maybe money not being money, but like Pogs or Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah, that was the one. So, yes,
Like tradables.
you wanted tradables,
Yeah.
and I did kind of have something like that in mind with this game store, where there was going to be stuff available for you to maybe be able to finagle that might be useful through this game store via collectibles and TCGs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, even if it's trading, you know, fireworks and stuff, I think kids trading makes a lot more sense, especially in the 90s, bro. Everything was for trade back then.
Yeah. So you want some kid trades, kids trading trade.
Yeah, but you can't say that we're trading kids or that we're into kid trading because
kid
that will get
trade
you in.
goods.
Yeah, it'll get you in trouble if you say that.
No, apparently they'll just make you president, but
That's true. Yeah, no, they'll pat you on the back when you write you right.
yeah. Whatcha? Fucking
Boom! It's our stream, bitch. Come get some.
Yeah. Dude, fuck you. Yeah. So kid trade goods. The thing you said before, that kid stuff like tree houses. I like that.
Yeah, you know, like
And
maybe like
highways.
the game store is in like a strip center or in a mall or something. That way it gives us a location with a location. That way we can run into bullies and we can run into the different like cliques, right? The different stereotype groups. I would love to see the different stereotype groups, like a head jock when we deal with the jocks, and you know, like a head freak, and you know, the head preps, and you know, stuff like that. I kind of want to see the different cliques, and maybe we don't deal with all of them, but those different sort of genres of the 90s would be fun to bump into those groups.
I actually do really like the concept of it being a part of a strip mall or a mall or something. Yeah, I like that. It creates opportunity. I like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I was thinking you could put more places in one place instead of having us go from location A to B, You know, there could be a couple food places there, and places where, like I said, the geeks and the freaks would hang out, a place where the jocks would hang out, a place where, you know, Jonesy's character might be spray painting out back by the fucking dumpsters or something, you know, just somewhere we could all be that makes sense.
Click interaction.
Yeah, clicks, man, the clicks. Quintessential 90s clicks.
You want some clueless action?
100%. I want junior high clueless action.
I'm literally writing that down.
Here we go. Here, and every school has it. Here's your seats, your textbooks, your blackboards, your mean kids. You know, every school's got them.
Yep. Oh, that's good too, right? The school stuff. We met in a class, so we can need the teacher, at least, and probably a principal, because I'm betting Jonesy's been to the principal or will go to the principal and get us there also.
I have no idea what we're talking about. I did not live out Ferris Bueller's Day Off and actually have the vice principal chase us around town when I was in high school.
That's fucking awesome. I was always in trouble, bro. Always in trouble. I stayed in trouble. I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD until I was like 30, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I always talk back and can't fucking pay attention.
Yeah, I was in principal's office a lot.
I wasn't, but yeah, it just was one of those things. We skipped school, and yeah, someone got mad about it and chased us around town. And
yeah.
So,
I love it.
So a couple things that I'll probably want. Obviously the classic library sort of place, not necessarily a university per se, especially with a small town, but like a library we can poke into, that sort of thing. One thing I've opened the door to is with a talent is I have access to the dreamer talent. So the dreamlands are a thing my character can go into willingly, and she does, because she can remember her dreams. So there may be some dreaming action that goes on where she may see things.
The funny part about that is I had plans for that.
Oh, really?
Like, I had plans in case that came up already. Like, I was like, you know, if they end up doing that, this could happen. Yeah, I kind of did have an in for that.
Oh, cool.
So I'm glad that you took that, because I do have a way to work with it.
And I think
it'll be
conceptually, fun. I'm imagining that she's part of, at least from her point of view, her cult is a cult of the holy theory. People who they take their chess very seriously to a spiritual obsession, and they subscribe a lot of significance to it. And I'm thinking that maybe there's members of the town that like the local chess club is this cult. So like out of towners, like, you mean your chess club? Most people go, yeah, that weird chess club. You know chess club people. They wear robes and they have special things on Saturday nights. Like, what? That's weird. You guys are weird.
Is it based on? Is it like a spin-off of a specific religion, like Christianity or something, or is it like?
Given the period, I would assume they're like a spin-off of like Unitarian Christianity sort of thing, where they're like they give themselves the Christian, like, oh, it's just a good Christian thing that we're all doing. It's like, well, that's just so we don't get too many Susans and Bens knocking on our door and going, hey, you're doing culty stuff. Like, well, no, we're just doing good Christian things. But so that's kind of what explains how she has contacts. I don't have membership as a talent, but it's like that may explain her vision is that she takes chess. She thinks chess is the game to understand all the universe.
Your parents probably push chess on you a lot, but you're probably not initiated. It's probably
yeah. Like, I'm repeating what my parents have told me.
That way you're not hopelessly lost to this cult already. Thus, still a playable character. Yeah.
And that's probably where the contacts come in, because it's like either it's members of the chess club or people know me through my parents or know me through Like, oh, you're that Annette kid that was in the paper that one time. Like, oh, that sort of thing. So people kind of know who I am, but only vaguely sort of idea.
I like it.
And I also, I kind of went with, which explains my occultism, my etiquette, because I'm exceptionally polite. Through Bookworm, I learned an academic language, so I'm actually overly educated for my age. She knows English, and she reads a lot of German test theory books and stuff like that. But that also means she knows how to actually read German. Or maybe her parents were German immigrants.
What you said?
Huh?
What language did you say?
German. Deutsch.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like a sub-genre
I
of
picked
German.
I picked Latin as my academic language.
I thought about Latin. I was like, I'm going to try to do something different. I've done Latin before. I like that we have different languages covered too now.
Yep.
To me, now it indicates that we need to have scary German guy.
Da. Yo, that is a great pick. There does need to be a scary German guy.
It's like that's just my da. It's like,
Oh.
it's my da. He's not scary. Mom's scary. Mom's the scary one. She doesn't look it. She is.
I'm sure you were already going to do this, and I don't mean to make anything too convoluted on you because we've already added a lot, but
I can handle it.
yeah, like the government.
Hmm?
Yep. Gotta have
yeah.
the government. Yeah.
Government involvement.
No, that already happened once you became a witness protection guy.
Yeah, so I decided sort of what I want. Maybe I don't know if I should message you on the down low. Probably not. I'm not going to keep my stuff secret above the table. We all know what character knowledge is here. We're all professionals. Yeah, I think my kid has seen something. He's interacted with whatever these things are in his last town or whatever. He may even be with the government now. His parents may have been taken by these things. That's for me and you to figure out. But that's why he's an outsider, and that's why he's different, and that's why he's so into aliens, because he's seen these things, and that's how he's coped with it. That's why he's got the survivor background. That's why he's over paranoid, because he knows the real danger they're against, but he's still a kid, so no one's going to believe Benjamin Spitzkowitz when he talks about aliens. You know what I mean? But that's I might even have some kind of government involvement lightly.
What if, like, your mom went missing and your dad's a fugitive because they blame him, but he knows that it was something, like, he thinks she was kidnapped or something, but you know it was an extraterrestrial or some shit, but your dad is a fugitive from the law because people think he's a murderer.
Instead of going fugitive, let's do this. Since I have the scholar background, he worked in a lab with whatever the hell this is, and she did get taken. And he's supposed to keep it quiet, and I'm supposed to keep it quiet, and he and I saw exactly what happened. How's that sound? Does that work?
That works.
I'm going to just throw this out there. Just something to peek at. There's not a whole lot of information about it, but there is the implicit cartographers group that works for the government.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Awakens.
Cartographers group.
Yep.
That could work.
They're on.
Secret
There's an entrance on page 11 in the Cthulhu rulebook about it.
This is so funny because I literally even took the background for scouting. And so the cartographers group absolutely 100% works thematically and literally. Yeah, let's say my dad is one of their researchers, scholars, scientists. And so between watching too much Ancient Aliens and actually paying attention to what he did and said, we've been moved here now because of whatever weird things are happening. Plus, Mom's gone. I'm not supposed to talk about that either.
You guys are
but
being
I've
watched
seen
by the government for sure.
Yeah, and the way that Corbinian actually can slip into that world, I can't do that, but I'm probably see glimpses of it because of the horrors that have manifested already in my life. So I'm probably no complete stranger to this stuff.
So
You've had
Everybody
weird
else-
nightmares, but not really. They're just weird nightmares. They're not real. I'm like,
And they're aliens. You know what I mean? It's not Cthulhu stuff. It's aliens. It's clearly it's
Yeah.
aliens. It's the aliens that took my mom.
Real quick,
That's
Corbinian,
why I sleep with a tinfoil hat.
mom and
Yeah.
dad. What was your situation? Jonesy, or were you doing a different family style?
I know mom and dad. I even have a bond with them actually.
Okay, cool. And then Jonesy, what's your family style?
I've got a mother and father and an
And a what?
older brother.
Oh, an older brother.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, he's in high school, so he's probably like a junior in high school or something. So my dad's around, but not very often because he's military, so he gets out in the field a lot and sent he's probably a career military army. So
Cool.
so I'm assuming there's probably a military base a couple of hours away from us or something. So
There is a military base nearby. Of course, there is. That's
New
where-
England area. Yep, I can think of one or two
Oh,
off the top of my head.
it's fun that our dads both work there.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on.
And not in the same department at all. Your dad's probably outside or inside at a checkpoint with a gun, and my dad's probably on a random floor wearing a fucking mask and a white outfit waiting to be killed by an alien.
And then,
I love that both of our dads are going to get killed by aliens at the same time. That's so cool for us, dude.
all
Maybe
right.
they get abducted. It just turns to the whole Fox Mulder situation.
Maybe
Yeah,
his dad will save my dad.
I actually was picturing Fox.
I pretty much figured that's what my character's going to end up going to call you. Is you can start referring to you as Mulder, just
Oh, hell yeah, that's really good.
because the X-Files was popular at the time. So yeah, you're just going to
Yeah.
be
Oh,
Mulder.
yeah,
That's pretty funny. Well, yeah. So, I mean, it seems like we got all the objectives checked off here. Seems like everything's set up. Does anybody need to say anything further, or is everybody good?
Just an out loud note. I've got 2 bonds to figure out. Otherwise, I'm pretty much all my T's are crossed and I's are dotted over here.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I just need to tweak one of my bonds and figure out it's probably going to be to my brother.
Your Gary, your bond could be like to the truth or something.
I was literally
out
thinking
there.
that. I was literally thinking that, but I'm gonna do that anyways, and I kind of don't want to spend the points on it because I don't know how I'll be able to use it role playing wise because I'm gonna be just always that way.
Well, anytime you're
So-
seeking the truth or like doing something in that pursuit, you would be able to spend 2 extra stunt points.
Maybe I will if it's like super paranormal related or something like that. Maybe
yeah.
that's what I'll.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that idea. Thank you.
Mull
I
it
appreciate
over.
that because I was having a hard time with it. Yeah, I was thinking
Mulder
there's
it
got to
over.
be characters.
Mulder it
Mulder it over. There's got to be other characters, right? Like the way that the AV club teacher is in Stranger Things, right? There's got to be like a teacher connection that one of us likes a teacher. One of us has to have a teacher connection, I think. So I'm going to try
Probably
to.
a science teacher that's really into astronomy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe that's what I'll do. Is I think I need a teacher. I think one of us needs a teacher.
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine.
I picked level 2 bond with my personal ideology. So she's young enough that she's kind of a believer because she's visionary as a drive. So she believes, but she may, thinking 10 years, 20 years, assuming whatever bad thing happens doesn't destroy her, that may go away or change into something else. But she has a very strong belief. Like she's the annoying girl that insists that we play chess when we're at the game club. There's all these cool games and collectible cards. No. Chess is the game. It's fine in that. I'll play one game if you'll shut up. So she really believes in it. But in a more mundane note, she has a bond with her parents because her parents are nice people. They push her to do chess, but they support her because she's part of the cult. But also, they're just good folk. And she has a material personal bond with her stuffed dragon. which she believes protects her in her dreams. Whether or not that actually is what it does is immaterial. She just really thinks that's why she thinks her little dragon toy is why she can remember her dreams. It's like, no, you just, for some reason, you're able to dream and remember. You're a dream walker. You're just you're a seventh grader, so you're gonna make connections that aren't necessarily correct, or maybe it is,
Hell yeah. I like it all.
Did not think this is the direction I was gonna go with the character, but that's what happened when I built her.
That's what happens during character creation. Yeah, I think it went really well. I like where everything ended up. Definitely a much clearer vision of where we're going here. So, I think that's it. I think we're good with our session 0. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being a part of Fresh Out the Box. Thanks for checking out Cthulhu Awakens from Green Ronin Publishing. I have been the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Jahan and Drew.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm doing stuff. You could find us here doing stuff. You could find me in real life doing stuff. Don't find me in real life. That'd be weird. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.
You can find me on Twitch under the name Corbinian, where I do variety video game TTRPGs. Current schedule you can see on my Twitch, but currently I'm doing Star Trek Adventures, Fabula Ultima, and what's the other one? I do it every Saturday. Lex Arcana, which is Roman paranormal investigations. So figure that out. And I do other games sometimes, but that kind of happens when it happens. There's no great schedule on that. So I hope to see you in the next Cthulhu Awakens here on Fresh Out the Box.
And I'm going to be hanging out. If I'm not here, I'm hanging out in Discord over on for the Green One in Discord, and I'm also playing in Alex's ongoing Mutants and Masterminds games on Wednesday on Untold Stories projects. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were doing that. That's awesome. Thanks everyone for watching. Stay fresh.